I'm amazed by you. I'm amazed by you. Lord, I'm amazed by you. I'm amazed by you. How you love me.
Lost are saved, find their way at the sound of your grace.
MANA Global Ministries is a program that started a couple decades ago here in the Dominican Republic.
It's very well organized. They have excellent programs. They're very focused in specific areas in the community with the children's home and then in education.
Now there's an established school that gives the kids of the Dominican, specifically in Babito and the surrounding areas, a place to get an education as well as be discipled.
They meet and make relationships with people and teach them about Jesus and help them to grow and mature in Christ.
It has a VBS for the local kids. It has church on Sundays. It has everything to build the community here.
They reach out to everybody, families all around, but I think mainly kids in the community.
There's also a children's center in Rio San Juan that they use for outreach as well. It's a lot of outreach to the children, but through the children you're able to reach adults, and that's what they're working really hard towards.
My wife Barbara and I are co-directors of the MANA Children's Home, and we also have another couple from Costa Rica, Porfi and Carla Cordova, who help run the children's home with us. We currently have 15 children, 8 boys and 7 girls from the ages of 4 to 18. They come to us in various ways through a Child Protective Services type of organization here in the DR, or they come from friends who know a family in need, and we're there to serve. Our intent is not to ever be an adoption facility. We're helping raise strong Dominicans through love, through good and healthy food, through good health care. The boys live in a house with a house mom, and the girls live in a house with a house mom. And they stay there until they graduate, and hopefully they graduate from another mission area that we have here called MANA Christian School, which is 9th through 12th grade.
We have MANA Christian School here in Bobita in the Dominican Republic, and basically it started 4 years ago with a team of missionaries. This year we actually graduated our first graduating class from MANA, which is pretty exciting. We have teachers, Dominican teachers, as well as American missionary teachers. We have study hall, and so we use those halves of the day to pull our kids out for discipling and use that into the school.
The method that they use is one that's extremely unique. They have tried different ways of evangelizing, different ways of providing service, Christ-like service to people of the Dominican Republic, and they still felt like they were having trouble reaching people in a spiritual way. Sure, it's good to offer someone clothes or water or a house, but creating disciples is a whole nother story. So what they did, they built a school, and they're using the school as a way of forming relationships with students.
You are high.
What our group is doing specifically, we are coming here to paint murals.
At first, the idea was really interesting to come and do a mission trip specifically to paint murals, but it's really been wonderful to be able to work in an environment that is so focused on education and such a great organization, and to know that the things that we're putting up on the walls are things that the kids are going to see every day, and that there's going to be a message there that it's going to radiate and stay with them.
They're not just, the secondhand, given the secondhand kind of stuff. So I think
keeping the facilities the way they do, our murals, the messages that we're putting on them, the verses and stuff and everything. I think it just is supposed to help them feel loved, feel cared for, be a reminder that there are lots of people that are here to support them and are invested in their future.
We got involved because we were called here to do murals, and as an artist I couldn't say no to something that involved using my talents to do something good.
Bonnie, it's time to sing your song again. Whatever may pass and whatever.
Prior to coming, I really didn't know what to expect.
I had probably different expectations coming in, thinking that it was going to be a lot worse than what it was. And what I found is a very warm and genuine people that are just the same as you and me, that are in a different situation. And that was sort of refreshing and encouraging.
I did not think that we'd get to know the people like we did, the people of MANA and the groups coming.
The reality of the situation is that these people that we've gotten to meet are extremely friendly, extremely kind. They have receptive hearts, they're welcoming, and that is refreshing to see. But there's also a lot of darker areas that weren't in my negative expectation. There are things that are scary and things that you don't want to hear about, like sex trafficking of children and children being abused and neglected and left. So there is a need here.
Is failing, the end draws near, and my time has come. Still
when thinking about what this experience has taught me and what I can take back home to the States, it's really hard to choose because there's so many things that I've learned. I guess the notion that a lot of times people associate comforts with blessings, and that's not always the case. I think so many times the blessings that we have are really obstacles in helping us see the things that are the most important. And the one thing I learned here in the Dominican Republic is that their simplicity of life, their focus in on relationships, and I think that's the one thing that I'm going to take back with me and try to do better with relationships and not worry about time so much, but really focus in on people.
What I have gained from this experience is just to appreciate the simple things in life. People here don't have a whole lot, and it makes you realize that having all of these things that are supposed to help simplify the world aren't necessarily doing that. We're taking phones and computers that we think are helping us reach other people, but in all reality, they're not helping us reach the people that are right next to us. Like sitting at a table for dinner, sometimes you'll just be sitting there on your phone the entire time, when what you really need to be doing is sitting there and having a conversation with the people who are right in front of you.
This experience of being in the Dominican Republic has taught me a lot. This has taught me to rely on faith more. This has taught me not to be stagnant in my relationship with God. We're called to make disciples. This wall behind me has the Great Commission, Matthew 28:19 through 20. Jesus' last command before ascending is go and make disciples of all nations. It's the command, go and do.
Being here has really, first of all, been a break from our normal routine, our everyday lives, our first world issues, and so that has been super eye-opening, gave me some more perspective. So coming back to the States with just having that is going to be is just super beneficial. In addition, it's really helped me hone in on my purpose and my passion and how I can help. These people are all about family and relationships, and they love you, and you know, you drive down the road and everyone's saying hello, and it's just, you know, some of it may be just, I notice it because it's so different, but just that familiarity, that kindness, that sense of, like I said, family.
One of the things that I've learned here working with MANA and being in this environment, the model that they have adopted of discipleship, even the disciples themselves, and they call themselves the disciples, those who have finished the 4 years and are now moving on to college. There's this core group. Just being around them and seeing that they want to continue this. One of them wants to come back here to be a teacher, and to have Dominicans teaching the word in the DR, that's amazing. And it seems that this program and this effort is really God-driven, and their focus is really in the right direction. There's even some missionaries that were here, that were taught to disciple, worked here, and now they've gone back to the States and are continuing this pattern of discipleship in their home congregation. To me, that's amazing. I've been very impressed to see this in action, because I haven't had the opportunity to see this model played out before, and I think it's really something we need to pray about and think about.
One of the great things about doing this type of activity is that I get to work with people who've never been out into third world countries before, and they get to experience not only the physical hardships that you have, no air conditioning, intermittent electricity, and those kinds of things, but it also builds a team and this idea of collaboration. And so there's a lot of team building, and it is a group effort, literally, to get the pieces done. And that's satisfying. And we're here, we work very hard for a very short amount of time, and then when we're done, we can sit back and say, yes, it's really good.
I think coming here to a third world country has really opened my eyes that we can be a missionary anywhere. We don't have to go to a third world country to be a missionary. As I see what the missionaries do, that essentially they are building relationships with people, and they are connecting and sharing the gospel and making disciples. And that's something that we can do in our homes, in our work, in our school.
I enjoy the simplicity of life here, and I know going back I'll realize how petty the problems are that we have back in the States. Air conditioning would be nice, ice is nice, but it's been nice to see something so different from what I've lived with all my life. And I think it's opened my eyes to, I guess, people even struggling in the States with problems that, I don't know, I overlook, and maybe I'll be able to notice the people around me a little more.
You are good, when there's nothing good in me. You are love, on display for all to see. You are light, when the darkness closes in. You are hope, you have covered all my sin. You are peace, when my fear is crippling. You are true, even in my wandering. You are joy, you're the reason that I sing. You are life, in you death has lost its sting. And oh, I'm running to your arms, The riches of your love will always be enough. Nothing compares to your embrace. Light of the world, forever reign. You are more than my words will ever say. You are Lord, all creation will proclaim. You are here, in your presence I'm made whole. You are God, You are God. Of all else I'm letting go. And oh, I'm running to your arms. I'm running to your arms. The riches of your love will always be enough. Nothing compares to your embrace. Light of the world, forever reign. I'm running to your arms. I'm running to your arms. The riches of your love will always be enough. Nothing compares to your embrace. Light of the world, forever reign. My heart will sing no other name. Jesus, Jesus. My heart will sing no other name. Jesus, Jesus. My heart will sing no other name. Jesus, Jesus. My heart will sing no other name. Jesus, Jesus. I'm running to your arms. I'm running to your arms. The riches of your love will always be enough. Nothing compares to your embrace. Light of the world.